let's hope that this is going well. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Like, my eyeballs are just crazy. Hi guys, and welcome back to another video from the Heathen Vegan. As always, I just want to take a quick second to thank you guys for taking time out of your day, for watching the video, for leaving comments, for liking the video, and for most of all subscribing to my channel. I can't even begin to explain to you like how happy that actually makes me. So for those of you that are subscribers, like seriously, I can't thank you enough. Those of you that are new to this channel, I hope that you guys like what you see, you stick around, you become subscribers, you end up looking at some of my other, you end up watching some of my other videos, and you learn a thing or two. And I'm not trying to convert you guys to be vegans, I'm not trying to convert you guys to be gluten free. I'm just letting you know that there's a whole nother universe, quote unquote, out there of alternative eating that you can try that you might just like. So now into this video, I'm like into this video, like I'm so excited to share with you guys this recipe. So I'm just super excited. I finally did it. I finally made a gluten-free vegan blue cheese with chunks that just blows my mind away. It's fresh, it's wholesome. Alright, enough. Let's get on to the ingredients. Keep in mind, this recipe, you can half this recipe, you can double this recipe. It all depends on really just how much you want to make. I'm gonna make a pretty big batch, and I'm gonna make a pretty big batch because I made a small batch yesterday, and honestly, guys, I was just all about it. We're gonna want at least a tablespoon of your miso paste. Here is gluten-free organic Worcestershire sauce. You're gonna need sorry, I can't stop coughing. I hope that I'm okay. God. You're gonna need about a teaspoon of this, 2 tablespoons of your nutritional yeast flakes. And then you're going to put in some salt and pepper. I didn't measure out the salt and pepper. I know how much salt and pepper that I normally like to use. So my suggestion for you is to use as much salt and pepper that you would typically use to season something. Because technically that is what we're doing right now. We're going to season our tofu. For those of you that have cooked vegetarian before or know about tofu, you know that your tofu will take on the flavor of, first of all, that tofu pretty much doesn't have a lot of flavor. And so with that, you know that B, tofu is going to take on the flavor of whatever you season it with. That's why we're going to marinate the tofu crumbles first, because when this gets to ruminate at room temperature, those flavors, especially the pungency of the soybean paste, really gets in there, and it really gives it that that zing that you're used to when you eat really good blue cheese dressing. We're gonna put in some onion powder. We're gonna put in some onion powder and some garlic powder. Now the onion powder and the garlic powder, I recommend that be about a teaspoon each, because again, you're gonna crumble up some tofu. Again, tofu is, let's face it, let's not put a pretty word on it, tofu's kind of bland. And you're gonna need about a tablespoon worth of water. Before you actually go and put your tofu in, you're gonna mix up this mixture. It's gonna be on the brownish side for color, and that's okay. Because what's gonna happen is, as you put your tofu in, the tofu will soak that up, and the tofu will become like an off-white color. Alright, now that you have your, I guess we'll call it, for lack of a better word, your miso paste mixture pretty mixed up, and the miso paste, it mixes up really fairly easily. You're going to use super firm tofu. Another thing too is, just a word of advice, is that if you want your tofu, your extra firm tofu, to to be really firm, I recommend that you freeze it as soon as you buy it. You freeze it, and then when you take it out, you can just drain it. For some reason, there's some kind of like chemistry going on that when you freeze it and then drain it and then open it, it's just thicker, and it has a better integrity, so that it holds things. It holds, I guess, for lack of a better term, it holds marinades better. And right now what we're doing is we're marinating our blue cheese. Now, if you do use the measurement that I told you for with your tofu, and you find that you have like a lot of the mixture left over in your bowl, feel free to crumple some more bits of tofu into there, so that it's so that you don't have any excess water. If you have like some on the side that you have to scrape off, that's okay. But just make sure that it's not like puddled on the bottom of your bowl. You don't want that. I have already in my pan, I have this preheated, I have some olive oil, I have salt and pepper, onion powder, paprika, and garlic powder in there. You can make this ahead of time too, because I found that if you actually go and put this in the fridge afterwards, I mean, it definitely has to be like marinating in the buffalo sauce that we're about to make, that it actually has the consistency and the texture of like buffalo, of like chicken. Obviously there's no bones in it, but it has that that texture that chicken from like a wing or a drumstick has. Let's get on to our buffalo wing sauce. Medium heat, guys, medium heat. You're gonna want a half a cup of cold butter, 2/3 of a cup of hot sauce. You put all these ingredients in at once. You're gonna need, these are approximate measurements. You're gonna need a teaspoon of garlic powder, about a teaspoon of salt, about a teaspoon of black pepper, about a teaspoon of paprika, 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. Again, the cap to this, the vegan Worcestershire sauce, is a good measurement device if you don't have a teaspoon handy. You'll need 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. You're going to need about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of, you can use cornstarch. I'm going to use tapioca flour. I find that it works a little bit better. So you'll need about 2 tablespoons of that. And then for our last measurement, which is optional, but for me it's a necessity, we're going to use some cayenne pepper. Now, your cayenne pepper is going to be up to your discretion, how hot and how spicy as you like. I tend to like, see this? A little bit of buffalo sauce with my cayenne pepper. We will mix this up until it melts, and then this will be done. Alright guys, here it is. Our gluten-free vegan blue cheese dressing. Our gluten-free vegan buffalo sauce with our choice of chicken. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, guys, please leave a like. If you'd like to see more of my channel, my online gluten-free vegan kitchen / vlog, subscribe to my channel. And as always, I love to hear from you guys. So if you have any type of comments at all you'd like to leave below, as long as they're nice, feel free to leave them. Till next time, my friends, have a great day, and thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it.